What up? Yo, if you're watching the VOD of this right now or the video, I appreciate you. Oh, the lights are going crazy, Stranger Things style. Oh, you see my shadow in there? You gotta be like a shadow. You gotta be still. Silky still is what you need to be if you want to make it in this world, Johnny. Johnny, if you want to make it in this world. Yo, Boss Nova's here. Thank Christ Almighty. He's here. Now we can get started. Yo, Zerp's here. The sky's falling. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Man up, man. Is your name the Diddler? Oh, the Dudester. Thank God. What happened to my microphone? My microphone's just kind of shit in the bed right now, dude. Sharding everywhere. The sky is falling. I'm so scared. Hey, you should be. Should be. Elon's coming for that brain. Are you gonna give it to him? No, I'm too good to give it to him. No. You're gonna give Elon your brain. In the end, whether you like it or not. Guys, hit the like button on the way in. You gotta do me that solid. I appreciate it. Helps the stream out. We got 23 people in here, 6 likes. Got a bunch of freeloaders in here. Yo, what up, Mike? Yo, what up, Denny? What up, Denny boy, Denny? Oh, I could go for some Denny's breakfast right now. One of those breakfast plates or some shit. Oh, that'd be pretty good. The pancakes are obviously the main attraction, but a lot of these places, too much. Fuck with my stomach, but they're so good, obviously. Yo, morning from Las Vegas. Shout out Las Vegas. Good day, Mikey. Yo, I appreciate that, dog. Good day to you, too. Do me solid, hit the like button, por favor. Oh, Denny's breakfast goes so hard, dude. That and IHOP. I haven't had Denny's in years, though, because we just don't really have any IKEA. I've never had IKEA breakfast. Same thing with IKEA. There's just no IKEA anywhere within a reasonable vicinity, which is crazy, because I would be there all the time, so that's probably for the better. I would be there all the fucking time. Never had? Yeah, I've never had their breakfast. That's insane. At work, so you got to do this quick. Oh, well, this ain't gonna be quick, so or just leave an AirPod in. What's that called? Time stealing? That the elites are like, oh my God, they're working from home, so they're like, yeah, they're time stealing. I think Dwight says it in The Office too. Glad to see March towards 5K subs. Yeah, for real. Oh, I appreciate that, guys. Tell your cool friends. We got to build this community because, like I said, no shade on any of these other crypto guys, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Glad to see. Oh, I read that. Morning, Mike and chat. Yo, what up, Opulence? Man, I haven't eating out in months. If listening to a YouTube is time stealing, I'm stealing 50 hours a week. Yeah, like what? So crazy. Dude, always the thing, even all these fucking just like made up rules. Like cashiers have to stand up and shit. What the fuck? Like, who cares? What the hell? I mean, they already, like, they got all the self-checkout anyway. Fucking, you still need people watching that shit, though, because it's so ass. They got cameras on. It's just, I don't know. When quit job, Mike, when quit, I don't know what you're saying. That sounds like a Star Wars riddle. What are you saying? Yo, Shepard, cool like me. Yo, you're just too cool for school is what you're telling me? What grade did you become too cool for school? The 7th? Set up for a shroom night? Yeah, I mean, this is just the stew, you know? This is just things I've accumulated throughout. I love knickknacks, if you couldn't tell. I love knickknacks, so just ones I pick up over time. I got different types of lights and shit, but this is the last iteration of it I've been fucking with. That's for bring humor to this crazy ride? What do you mean? That's for what? Yo, what up, Tainted? Same here, brother. Here, brother. All right, how many people we got now? What time is it? Fucking 10:30. 10:30. Sounded like HR is trying to get a hold of you. Knickknacks? Yeah, bro. What the fuck? What do you call them? Oh, my trinkets. I got my trinkets everywhere. Is that Nah, it's not from. I mean, it's not from Shrek. Particularly, it's just a cool gingerbread man. 7:25 a.m. Damn, dude, you got to go to bed. Way past your bedtime for that. Do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button, please, so we can get this popping in the algorithm more. We have 56, 20 likes, bunch of freeloaders. Who do we got in here? I can see your names. Put some pressure. Gotta apply some pressure like Pippin, bro. Ultimate duo. Ultimate duo. Z-Back, my dude. Shout out Z-Back. Z-Back. Ya bitch. Don't ban me. I hit the... Hey, there you go. Yeah, don't worry. You're chilling, bro. It's gonna be a bannable offense now on. How are you doing today, bud? I'm barely hanging on. Barely. Hanging by my fucking pinky toe. That's it. We're going off the deep end. We're at 192. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I love your realistic view, bro. I appreciate that, my guy. I mean, I'm never gonna try to spew bullshit intentionally. I don't know why I would do that. You know? I don't know why I would ever do that. Because we're all in this ride together, dude. We're the only people, like, the subset of people who are in the space of tracking this new world order type shit, which it's all coordinated, you know? It's the next iteration of the fucking monetary system. It's crazy. It's that big picture. It's got Scott Besson. Oh, I think there's gonna be a Bretton Woods. I'm opening a drink. There's gonna be a Bretton Woods, and I want to be a part of it. And then he was just speaking at Davos. I liked the live stream this morning. I caught the last kind of half end of it, and he's talking to the lady from Fox Business. So of course it's gonna be kind of softball questions, tariffs, this, that, and he's just glazing Trump the whole time, which of course he would if he's like his right-hand man. But yeah, some things are good, but you're seeing all the geopolitical pieces move in real time, like heating up the Greenland thing, the Venezuela thing, the fucking China and Canada thing, the BRICS heating up more, Trump's new peace council, him beefing with the EU now, the tariffs. They're over there at Davos, some of them going, we don't, friends don't lie. That's what they're saying. Friends don't do this to each other. Some people from the EU. I got a bunch of stuff we're gonna go through, but how long we been going? 8 minutes? Okay, we'll do like another minute of like bullshitting, and I could just hit the like button, just give people a chance to stroll on in, and then we'll get going. ETFs popping today, really? Let me check that out real quick. XRP ETFs or ETFs in general? 13 million in volume so far. Is that popping off? Is that popping off? I don't. The record is 60. So, I mean, yeah, but it could just be because the markets haven't been open, you know, for like 4 days. So that kind of been pent up demand. I don't know. I mean, we'll see by the end of the day. No shit. Wives don't get it. Wives don't get what? Tell my wife about what's coming, and she just looks at me like I'm crazy, dude. People do. They're just that entrenched in it, you know? And it's whatever. It's whatever. Because, like, I've said on here, too, I'm like, sometimes I do wonder, but then I don't really. I'm like, would it just be better to go through life not understanding, like, any of this? Just because it's so... It's depressing is what it is, to be honest. But at the same time, it's like it's going to happen. So you got to kind of, like we say, there's all the holes in the side of the ship. You got to see one you can take advantage of, you know? And this is the only fucking way. At least just, yeah, I don't know. People just don't even care to the extent to try to learn how to preserve their wealth in some cases, bro. They just kind of been told, like, just buy this. CNBC. Herding the populace. You have to be aware. Yeah, you do. It's definitely why I think people look so fondly at like reminisce when you were a kid, because yeah, you didn't worry about nothing, dude. My wife is the CEO, Chief Spending Officer. Shout out Campbell Soup, bro. Yeah, their guy, their CEO or some shit, he was saying some stupid stuff, and then they got his ass. He was like, yo, only poor people buy Campbell Soup. It's like, all right, then fuck you. I ain't gonna buy Campbell Soup no more. I'll go buy someone else's soup. I don't know. It was something going on like that. And so then they fired his ass. Like, you gotta be real stupid to say some shit like that. We're scared to believe they've been wrong the whole thing's a lie. I'm the maker, she's the taker. Whoa. There you go. 66 people in here, but 34 likes. Something adding up there. Those numbers do not lie. 35. All right, I appreciate you, number 35. Let me know who number 35 just was. I got to give a special shout out to whoever number 35 was. Fucking dudes over here pulling 36. Yo, let me know who your 36 was. You guys get your kudos. You're pulling the ticket from the deli counter. It was me. Yo, shout out Angelo of Hogwarts. Shout out Hogwarts. Fucking Team Gryffindor all day. If you're a Slytherin, you're probably, I don't even know. There's probably Slytherins in here. Oh, I take offense to that, Mike. Oh, please. There's a reason Gryffindor stays on top. But I'm Hufflepuff. Shut the fuck up, Hufflepuff. What are you talking about? No, there's no way. Slippery little snake, dude. Well, Jim, wait, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday, right? I'm not bugging. Yeah, Tuesday. So Jim Cramer, the whole thing of what I kind of covered in the video is, he was hyping up this catastrophe on the Tuesday market open. Nothing, yet again, we're so numb to this. Like, when I get some extra money, I'm going to take advantage of this dip. 187, I mean, we went down to 183. But 187, we'd hovered around at that last level. So, I mean, yet again, well, I'm holding. I'm not fucking day trading it. I mean, I think we are at the relative bottom. I think 183 kind of was the bottom, but you never know. And yet again, hedge, gold, silver, still smashing all-time highs. Still smashing them. What was silver at when I checked this morning? 94, but it tapped, I think it tapped 90, close to 96. And I was sitting at 94. Insane. Wonder where the money's going. I wonder where the money's going. Do people want... No, but... Oh, no, they're a pet rock. CNBC, they're a fucking pet rock. And that's it. Are we still just pre-rich? We need to get on with this. I want to buy a Porsche and go to the VIP champagne room. Hey. When it happens, it happens. Gotta hedge your bets, you know? Have multiple of them. That's why when people are like, oh, XRP, this, that, it's like, it's not just XRP. I think my bets with XRP are, I think there's better returns for XRP in my mind. Hence why like this channel is kind of centered around it. But yet again, the portfolio is not just XRP by any fucking means. Yeah, it's not even bets. There's like how much people have conviction in XRP or like whatever your conviction's in. It's just, yet again, the ones that are getting the CME products, the ones that are getting the ETFs. That's not to say the other more kind of niche infrastructure plays, like people tell me SHX, Metallicus. There's like all these fucking, they sound like Harry Potter spells and all this shit, but Hampton, tons of other plays. Monero, I mean, privacy plays, tons. There's tons of moves to be made, but yet again, I think the money's looking at the ones that are getting CME products, if I'm being honest, you know. SHX is a sleeper. That's what I'm saying. I know there's a lot of them. People tell me. There's even more of them. Hedera. I know Hedera's sponsoring the America House with Ripple this year. I was kind of right on that. This year is their first year of kind of having a more hefty presence there, which is interesting. And Ripple and Hedera being sponsors of that. And the New York Stock Exchange news that came out yesterday, insane. They're moving to, I mean, we knew they were moving to 24/7, but they kind of officially announced that it'll be here sometime this year. And they said they'll be utilizing multiple chains, because I see people fighting on Twitter already. Oh, because the ICE or something, they have partnered and ties to Chainlink, so everyone's going, oh, it's going to run on Chainlink. Whatever it runs on. whatever it even partly touches, whatever. At the end of the day, it's happening. You know, that's why you hedge your bets. But who the fuck knows? Who knows? Watch Your Guru posted no Supreme Court ruling on Trump tariffs today. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, and I knew it was supposed to be today, but someone was telling me June, and that didn't sound right. Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm trying to look. Yeah, I saw something with the Danish, and the Danish are dropping all U.S. treasuries or something like that, selling them all off. So they're trying to start beef too. What the fuck is this? Hold up, I'm getting sidetracked. There's so much crazy shit on Twitter. I can't wait for the day I can ride off and never ever worry about Twitter again. But yet again, you got to be informed. It says AI. I'm not seeing that anywhere. Coinbase. Yeah, something about this. Oh, I just seen it. Supreme Court. All right. Supreme Court will not issue a ruling on Trump tariffs today. What a shocker. Denmark is beefing with the USA now. You didn't see that? I think they're selling off all their treasuries. And then there's a clip of one of their top guys telling Trump to like F off or something. Hey, what up? Yo, Daz. Yo, you're just at work, so I'm larking. Hey, I still appreciate the view. Denmark and Euro weenies. Dallas stock market going to pull a lot of tax revenue from NYC, you think? Chainlink is on HBAR's governing council, just saying. That's what I mean, dude. Like, it's the council of Ricks. And then there's Stellar. I forget the name of the body that Stellar was like a founding whatever of. Them and a couple of other chains, they got the Interoperability Alliance. I think that's what it's called. It's insane. Last year when I really got into the space, I would have been freaking out. Now it's just another day. Yeah, it's... First off, there's no point in freaking out anyway, you know? Lazao is also tied to Link. I don't even know what that is. Hit the like button, yo. I appreciate that. Honestly, I want this thing to do well for my parents' sake as well. They work so hard and pay taxes all their lives just so government could give it to foreign countries and refugees. They deserve the rest. Yeah. Oh, I pulled the chat up again. That's my bad. I was trying to see on this screen. Watch a Guru. I've been diversifying my crypto portfolio with other utility coins. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. So when yet again you see people like Sailor and fucking only buy Bitcoin, only save in Bitcoin. That just is moronic advice just in and of itself. Bitcoin's the only one, only Bitcoin, only. If anyone's telling you, if anyone's making it appear like anything else is a threat, probably a threat, you know? The returns are elsewhere, in my mind, or just better. This Inception. What up, bro? What up, Garrett? Davos are good, honest people here to help us. Glad someone else recognizes it. AI agents, Elizaeus. Flavor says on XRP. Yeah, he's been kind of real quiet lately. I haven't heard much about that guy. Seems like he went a little bit under the radar. Yo, Opulence with the Canadian 20 Schmeckle super chat for your next Under the Bridge episode, Mike. Yo, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. That'll go to the gas tank. Some way. Actually, no, that'll go to the, I'll get an honorary spliff for the next video. That's what that'll buy. That'll buy the spliff for the next video. I'm not in SHX, but could be tempted. I mean, the thing is, yet again, if these aren't on any of the exchanges I use, I'm not... I mean, it could be. I haven't looked, honestly, because I don't know anything about SHX. I just hear a lot it thrown around, like Versan and shit. Versan's talking about it. I don't invest in Bitcoin if I can't hold a whole token. Just my opinion. Bro, you don't think a single Bitcoin's worth fucking $100,000? Yo, that's crazy talk. You don't think that's worth it? Eliza owes an SHX on Kraken and Uphold. Yeah, I gotta get on Kraken, dude. I have to. You guys were telling me. But I do want an XRP card. That's the problem. STX isn't on Coinbase. SHX, ETH, and Stellar. Yo, Drac XRP. Yo, I appreciate that, bro. The 10 super chat, my guy. XRP will be used to revolutionize banking efficiency, whether they like it or fucking not. I agree it'll be involved somehow. More likely than not, in my opinion, it'll be within the equation. Just their kind of core business of their product stack they built over this last fucking year. The last year. They just recently acquired those EU licenses. I mean, dude, they're still acquiring the licenses. And then people were pointing to the New York Stock Exchange's, again, recent announcement, 24/7 tokenized, all this shit. So then people were going, okay, who has the New York licenses to be able to potentially operate within that? And it's a few of them. But Ripple being in there, they got that license. There were a couple of others. I can't remember which ones, but yet again, it's just, if I'm betting likelihood, all right, I'm going to bet likelihood, you know, closer to that direction of the ones that have the New York license to be able to operate. You've done the deep dive on XRP. They got that deck stacked. It's already written. Oh, yeah, the playbook's already done, dude. We're just witnessing it now. Hit the like button. Yo, I appreciate that, Seamus. Yo, Drac and Opulence, yet again, I appreciate that super chat. You guys are too kind. Trump is the good guy. Oh, okay, I'll chuck a couple of hundred at SHX. Son of a bitch, I'm in. What if we are years early? I mean, we have been. People have been mad years early. So, I mean, I could still wait. I don't care. I know what the most likely end game of it is. So, I'm Jordan Belfort. I ain't fucking leaving, bro. Not in the slightest. Gold and silver, too. Gold, silver mining stocks. And Scott Besson on that panel this morning, too, talking about how they're of the China kind of banning minerals and exports, all that shit. And he's saying, yeah, we want to bring it here. We're investing in infrastructure here, and so we don't have to fucking rely solely on those guys. He emphasized a lot of that at the panel, just getting back to, like, independent, being able to be independent. And what did she say? Such a softball interview. What the fuck did she say, dude? Oh. Junior mining stocks. Yo, what's good, Mike? Yo, what up, KC? Driveway boys. I'm just a driveway boy. I'm just a driveway. Yeah. People pump and dump SA it has ties to PayPal Mafia. Really? Really? Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jim Kramer said something about Besson. I mean, that motherfucker, he just needs to, like, go on a permanent fishing trip. Like, enough of that guy. I've been investing in a lot of brass ammunition. Like, by the way, you were being impersonated on Twitter. That's one way you know people are vibing with your channel. Dude, there's fucking, the bot accounts are on a different fucking level. Different level. All over TikTok. All over it. Even YouTube, yeah. YouTube, all in the comments. I'll see fucking people posting my shorts. Like, it's so, ugh. Fucking awful. And these fucking platforms do nothing. Nothing about it. What the fuck are they doing all day? What are they doing all day? I'll tell you that. A whole bunch of nothing. Holy shit, except stealing everyone's money. Fucking idiots, bro. That's Jamie Dimon. What? What are you talking about? What'd you say, motherfucker? What's the point of bots claiming about some non-existent token because they want to scam? It's just scam bots. Oh my god, the Kavadan fucking bot, whatever that is. Jesus. Oh, the brass, I got you. There's a delay on the stream, that's why. Seen some places are out of copper now. Yeah. Give them some pennies. Seen some blah, da, da, da. There was so many people FOMOing in at the Bullion store yesterday. Dude, it's crazy that if you fucking just held on, there's a reason they stopped production of the penny. You know, you think that was under the guise of just like, No, they wanted the copper, dude. They're like, all right, we gotta stop wasting copper on this bullshit. It's insane. Insane. The fuck we wasting copper on this for? Uphold card is one of the best financial decisions I've ever made. Get some XR. Yeah, but isn't that only for a limited time? He owns 80% of all the copper mines. Hey, that's not surprising. Not surprising if that's true. All right, let me get some of this bullshit lined up. Let me get some of this bullshit lined up, man. Oh, yeah. Financial advice posted something. Davos. So tomorrow, I don't know when Brad... I don't even know if his panel is going to be live. I think it's going to be recorded, so it's going to come out a couple of days late, maybe. Which is stupid. You should just do it live. But he's speaking on the tokenization panel, and he's appearing on the All In podcast. People were saying that's today. And I don't know. Everyone just gets everything wrong because they just... I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just want to know when Bradley is speaking. People, all this bullshit. Good morning. What are you doing today? Like, give me the bearable guy content. This is the content that matters, bro. Get me, look at that. Look how good that picture is. We'll head into the moon, says NASA. The launch window opens as early as February 6th. Or what? What? They're going to the moon? For real. Throughout the journey, we'll bring you coverage on NASA. You can definitely trust NASA, I'll tell you that. You can definitely trust NASA. What the? Do we watch this? Let me watch this real quick. I want to see what this is. Let's check this out.
This is a live look.
We will see things that no human has ever seen.
We want to know what's out there just beyond the horizon.
Amazing live views from the spacecraft.
Coming back to Earth, say we were doing like 5 or 7 miles. 7 miles a second. Those are just not numbers that humans generally think about.
We were always going to the moon.
Pushing ourselves to explore is core to who we are.
It's in our nature.
It's a part of being a human.
And lift off.
This is like a UFC intro.
On the pad, 250,000 miles.
Boosters have separated.
When humanity sets big goals, we can accomplish extraordinary things.
That went crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I want to watch that movie. Can't wait for XRP 1000. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a minute, Hoodie Mike. Japanese interest up. Yeah, I saw a bunch of that, and Scott Besson even referenced that in the panel this morning because the lady asked him, "Did they figure out how to get through the radiation belts?" I think so. Now, you would hope so by now. Right, dude. Yeah, the radiation belt. Yo, they were talking to him on a phone. They were talking to him on the phone. Nope. Bro, we're going to send you through the Van Allen radiation belt. Claver out alive last night. Does he still think 199.99? Or did that go down the drain? Never ask. Save astronaut. What's up, people? Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, silver. Yeah, I covered that a little bit. Silver is popping off. Shocker. I'm joking. $8 this year. Yeah, 5 to 8 seems the most likely range if I just had to guess. I would love to be wrong. No shit, but within 5 to 8. Whether it's this year or not, you know, whenever this next kind of bull cycle is, maybe it is the Clarity Act, maybe it is Bagpipe Day, maybe it is just Thanksgiving of next year. Maybe it's the Clarity Act. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it's the spike in oil. McLovin was here. Yo, Dr. McLovin. Why couldn't you just pick a fucking normal name? like Muhammad or something. He's like, Muhammad is the most common name in the world. Axiom is quite easy now. Watch the bets. Wait until 6 minutes left. Easy money. Betting stops at 5. That seems like not sustainable at all. Whatever you're talking about. Is that the XRP prediction market we saw or something? Oh, fuck. What did I hit? I hit the wrong button. Misclick. Who am I watching? You gonna watch Tio versus Shakur fight? Nah, because I don't even know what that is, or who they are rather. I don't keep up with UFC, if that's UFC. I don't keep up with it like that. I'm tapped in a good amount, but I'm not a super fan. Service on the rotary phone, yeah. I use crypto bubles every day. Moderator silenced me when I commented my disappointment that Brad is fully involved with WEF. Pissed me off. So much for transparency. Flavors moderators. Why does Jake not? Really? That's kind of stupid. Yet again, that's ignoring reality. If that's true that they blocked you for that, I've never heard about Jake talk about WEF or the New World Order, but I feel like he has, because I feel like he's mentioned the BIS and shit. So why would they get rid of you for that? That's honestly a good thing for our bags in all reality. Yet again, if he's in with literally the people orchestrating the show. What? Conveniently, Jake is now being told by his advisors not to make predictions. Ah, what a shocker. What a shocker. Davos talking points today: the massive impact of AI on jobs and growth, navigating the shifting geopolitical landscape by US-China tensions and trade wars. Where can you see like, yeah, what each day is kind of dedicated to? I'm on their website. Forum, no. Events? You son of a bitch. Oh no, never mind, that's not it. Yo, their website's kind of AIDS. This website is pretty bad. More about the forum. Fuck it. Well, so yet again, is Brad speaking today or tomorrow? No one gets the fucking right information. I'm trying my hardest to find where this is. Because, yeah, they're saying 10:15, 10:30. All right, here we are at 10:52. I haven't seen nothing. It's been radio silence. Because in the post they're pointing to, there's no fucking date on it for some reason. PayPal? What's PayPal doing? PayPal confirms crypto users must report taxes with IRS Form 1099. Shocker. Shocker. Never ends. Never ends. The Bitcoin delusion in terms of like true financial freedom. Delusional beyond. Tomorrow, Mike? Okay. That's it. Tomorrow. I thought it was today. And I think Donnie's speaking tomorrow too. Not that he'll probably say anything too monumental like some people are speculating. But, yeah. Represents millionaires, takes super chats for 2 hours. Oh, yeah, dude, it's all a front, dude. It's the oldest thing in the book. Yeah, imagine I fucking sit here and I only talk to you guys if you fucking super chat me. Like, yeah, that alone. I mean, what are we doing? Well, there's too many people. There's too many questions. All right, then you got plenty to talk about. Ugh. It's like those fucking stupid Twitch streamers, bro. Like, there's that certain upper echelon of them that are just so... Ugh, I don't even... Ugh. 10:15 Wednesday. Okay. I'll be here. That's tomorrow. I'll be here. You have to ask yourself why Jake is taking all the super chat money. I mean, it's free money for him. The only thing he said is that he will be ending the stream. But brother, we want to support you. You aren't reading our palms. I'm not a palm reader. Too many questions, not enough answers. I like that statement. Oh my god, no, John, don't get me going on that. I saw that and I just immediately, this was a couple of days ago, that the UK, something like that. What the fuck did they do? They said we could be experiencing an economic crash due to basically disclosing that the aliens are real. And I read that and I just went, okay, it's just part of that fucking psyop again, Project Bluebeam, the inevitable one world government, like that. They always whip out the aliens, always, in the weirdest times. I do think there's a hidden technology tree for sure. If there was one guy in the chat weeks ago, and me and him, we kept going back and forth while we were live, going down the rabbit hole, the forbidden tech tree, and then we hit a certain point and we were like, oh, we actually, like, I don't even want to say anything like that. When you talk about that sort of shit, like Edo from, he's always on Versan's stream. When he posted his who he was drawing the connections to or showing the connections between Ripple and a certain entity, and he posted it, and it was hit a little too close to home, I guess. So then they yanked his shit. So I mean, they do that. They suppress a lot of these channels, like DAI. They'll hit a certain point, and you just plateau. You got banned. Yeah, there's this funky shit that goes on in this sort of space if you talk about it, you know? The platforms are not free, you know? They're run by certain people. There's algorithms all over the place. Yes, Campbell. Is he still ending the new subscribers to his mastermind group at the end of the month? He hasn't threatened that for months. What, he's closing the group off? The pump will be violent. Ito was cool. They had a banger live stream yesterday. Yeah, their live stream was pretty decent yesterday. I think they need to stick to 3 people. 4 people is too much. Yeah, I only see him when he's on Versan's stream. Sometimes he does derail the flow of the conversation. He'll be like, oh, I just want to show this clip to reiterate. And it's like, no, we know this. We could just move on. Sometimes he does that. But yeah, he does some research. For sure. When you're over the target, you know you hit the bullseye. Yeah. When you get a violent response like that, you're hitting close. Is Edo on something though? Like what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? DAI random video in my conspiracy feed in December 2020. Been buying XRP twice a month since. And then invite only. So he's saying he'll close the group post price appreciation. Coffee Dad, Javas. That's what I'm saying, dude. When he's on Versan's stream, that's who I want to hear from. I want to see him get on like a setup like mine. Just sit, not the iPhone vibe. I want to see him sit down and just give the lowdown. That's all I want to see. So when he does those catered iPhone videos, it's like, because at the end he's selling something of his, right? Well, whatever. He's trying to make his bag. He's got like a course or something like that. So whatever, he could do that shit. But when he's on there, he speaks normal. He's goofy. On with Versan and Ito. Wait, who? Oh, is Edo? Oh, the Edo thing. He twitches. Then invite only. Again, scamming people to get an ASAP. Coffee Dave. Sucks that that's not his YouTube name, dude. Coffee Dave. Oh, Coffee. We miss you, Coffee. Guys, follow me on X. Follow me on X if you don't already, because we need places to touch down if they ever yet again yank this channel, pull the ban hammer on some shit. Okay. Here we go. The president and CEO of the World Economic Forum says the organization will orchestrate the right conditions to guide the world forward. Yay! Calling this an uncertain moment, the WEF says it wants to shape new global dialogues and bring the public into them. Do you want to engage in a dialogue with the World Economic Forum? They definitely don't want me talking to them. I'll tell you that much. But granted, I would definitely bite my tongue because I would not want to be zapped by a Palantir God ray or something. Something crazy would take me out.
It's a moment of uncertainty, but also possibility. Not a moment to retreat, but a moment to rise. The World Economic Forum is not about responding to current events. It's about orchestrating the right conditions that enable us to move forward. Isn't this moment also when dialogue is not a luxury, but really a necessity? There's no way we can move the world forward without starting to speaking with each other. That's also why we begin this week with music. Music knows no borders. It speaks no single language. A violin, a trumpet, a clarinet, and a drum. They come together in perfect harmony, each unique, each essential, each voice making the whole more beautiful. That is what we must do. Not erase our differences, but celebrate them, amplify them, build from them.
Yeah, build some Fortnite, bitch. Yo, this guy, the president and CEO. So then what is Larry? What's Larry's position? He took over for Schwab. What was Schwab's? What was, the hell was Schwab? Someone knows. I thought.
Also,
There's too many titles. The fact that this fucking organization is even as big as it is. Someone drew the connection. Yet again, we got to be careful what we're saying on this because especially putting in the title, YouTube algorithm knows what you're doing. Now let's make the poor people eat each other. I mean, we're getting close to that. Look at how mad this guy is. Like, he doesn't look like he has a loving bone in his body. Talking about Larry. When you got that haircut, not that, because Murph from Impractical Jokers kind of has that haircut, and he seems like a good dude, but I don't know. When you got endless money and you got that haircut, why is it always just kind of coordinated with bad stuff going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be rude to the haircut because I'm sure I'll be like that one day, but I won't keep that. I'll just go bald, and then I'll take the beard. Because if I'm not going to have any hair up top, I'd rather have the beard. This guy kind of looks like Elon,
that enable us to move forward.
Yeah, move forward. Larry Fink, you're going to own nothing. We'll be happy. You won't. But we'll lie to you that you'll be happy. We're going to stick a chip in your head, and that's it. We're going to phase you out, and the robots are coming, baby. All right, so Brian, what's Brian? Brian is on that good kush and alcohol. And whatever, you can't blame them for that. And I get the point too, though, that yet again, Why did I do that? Guys, let me get a 1 in the chat if we're good. Yo, they took the
kind of asset class, really.
This is live, bitch.
So there's about 4 billion adults right now who are unbrokered. You know, some people have heard about being unbanked. There's also about 4 billion people who are unbrokered, meaning they don't have any way to invest in high quality assets, whether that's American tech companies or the latest BlackRock or Apollo fund or anything like that. And so when you
guys hit that like button,
there's a bunch of efficiency gains, but it's also about just democratizing access. And you know, there's sort of like this balance between, you know, capital and labor, right? And for people who only make their income from labor, they're oftentimes left out of this wealth creation engine, which is the ability to invest some of their hard-earned money in high-quality assets. So that's what we're trying to do with tokenization of every asset class.
You're saving
President
your dollars,
Trump
you're a
has said
sucker.
he wants to be the first crypto president. You've been to a few events with him. You've contributed to the ballroom, the inauguration.
Yeah, they did.
How much time do you spend with him? What is your relationship like? What are you advocating for? How does he respond?
Gives them massages.
Yeah, well, I do think he's done a good job of being very crypto forward and helping get some clear rules and legislation passed. I go to DC about once a quarter, but that's not really usually to meet with the president. It's to meet with members of the Senate, our regulators, members of the House when the bill was going through there.
Mar-a-Lago?
No, not yet, but
Brad and Stewart were there.
I've
Brad and Stewart were there
times and found him to be constructive on this issue. And I think that if this market structure bill doesn't get moving, you know, he may have something to say about that. And I think
picture under the fucking ship.
Get this second piece of legislation through.
But what are you advocating for when you do have time with him or you do have time with the White House?
Wants to massage him.
Getting crypto legislation passed. That's pretty much all we talk about.
But legislation that you like?
Well, it should be fair for everybody so American companies can win. That's what he cares about, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that because clear rules of the road is obviously very important. But a Trump and Melania coin, like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah. Well, you're getting a
Kinda
little
grilling
above
this
my
guy.
pay grade on this. I think the Senate, you know, the Senate is deliberating this back and forth.
Level playing
There's
field.
arguments on both sides. You know, there's like ethics rules that are already in law. There's
He
ways
tilts
that
his head and our eyes are
presidents
done
and
for.
elected officials raise money, like they sell T-shirts or whatever. Our democracy needs to figure this out. It's not our main focus.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that democracy. Stable coins are very popular in Venezuela.
Yeah,
for
freedom.
example, crucial part of the economy. And there's this sort of lingering question: will crypto sort of be isolated to emerging markets, at least in a more mainstream way? Will they really break out? In what countries are you seeing the most traction, and what kind of traction?
Well, you're right that there are emerging markets where people have the least access to
Smack
financial
that head.
services. And so they have kind of the biggest pain point, and we are seeing a lot of adoption. I think by some metrics, like places like India and Turkey and Nigeria are actually like per capita some of the biggest adopters of
Brian,
crypto.
get the fucking build
But
on.
it doesn't mean it's not going to be used in the United States. I mean, we started in the U.S. It's still the vast majority of our revenue. There's something like 52 million Americans who've actually used crypto at this point. So it's a massive, massive user base.
It's nowhere
I guess,
near its
what we're seeing now
actual
is that
use case.
People
She's a
are
little
using
hot.
Coinbase as more like their primary financial account.
You want her
There's kind of
talking
the
to you
younger
like that?
generation who are growing up, and they want to be able to, you know, deposit their paycheck, trade crypto, but they also want to trade stocks. They want to trade prediction markets. They want to trade commodities. You know, they want to send money instantly anywhere in the world and maybe get a loan. And they can just get access to better financial services through an app like Coinbase. And so that's what we're trying to build. We call that the everything exchange, where it's like literally every asset class tradable on one platform. So it's just this is a way to update financial services, and that's very much a U.S. phenomenon as well.
You've said developers who don't use AI at Coinbase will be fired. How are they using
Hand
AI?
playing. That's
How
what
are
she's
they
doing. Look at her.
supposed to be using AI.
Yeah.
And what's the AI strategy?
Well,
Is anyone not using AI?
I think everyone is at this point. I mean, at least they're trying, right?
When
And
using
so
AI,
that's
you're
all we
playing with
ask.
sticks
I mean,
and fire.
We want to stay on the forefront of these tools. You know, we do have about 50% of our code being written by AI now, but of course with human review and strong security controls.
Humans.
And then it's answering about 60% of our customer support tickets, I believe. We're using it to automate some back office functions like compliance. But I actually think maybe the most interesting thing, because you know, AI and crypto, I think, are the two most important technology trends happening in the world right now.
They go hand in
and a lot of
hand.
people don't realize they're actually quite complementary, because AI agents increasingly need to go get work done in the world, which includes making payments. And in the traditional financial system, to get a credit card or bank account or something, all the rules and regs are built around identifying a human being
a credit score,
underlying account or card. And in this new world, AI agents need their own wallets to go and make payments. And so we believe that stablecoins and crypto wallets are going to be the default payment mechanism of AI agents. And we've actually built some really cool tools.
I'm trying to pick up some on this dip too.
So eventually, I think AI agents are going to make more transactions every day than humans.
Do you see them, in crypto, managing portfolios, executing trades?
Yeah, we launched a prototype of an app or a feature, beta feature, I should say, called Coinbase Advisor, and it does help people do these kinds of services that are typically available only to high net worth clients, right? You could say, tax loss harvesting and rebalance my portfolio and notify me if the market goes down and there's some good opportunities. And so we do have an AI agent service that people can use for that now.
You've entered the prediction markets and the, associated legal battles. How does this play out?
It's hilarious that he's talking about this right now because I'm literally fucking battling with the Coinbase app as we speak. That's what I'm doing right now.
Everything should be tradable, but prediction markets are this really important new emerging category. So I'd say prediction markets, there's a few parts to it. So some of it, frankly, is people, betting on these outcomes in sporting games and things like that. That's okay.
I'm trying to order a fucking breakfast sandwich and ain't using the card.
Part of it to me is that people are also betting on what's going to happen in the next week or two, almost like as an alternative to traditional media. Sorry, not to create a competitive thing here.
Shut your ass.
It could be what are interest rates
Shut your ass cheeks
quarter.
up, man.
Is the Suez Canal going to be reopened? Because I need to understand.
Coinbase sucks, bro.
Put my ships through there as a
like it's good, but it's not.
And so people are just trying to figure out what is true or what is going to happen in the future. And what we found is that
they're not great.
Higher signal when people have to put skin in the game with real money.
Yet again, the whole thing of why he's battling with this, level playing field, whatever, but he literally just wants to be the next iteration of the bank. That's all he wants to be.
Is that I think
no shit. He wants the money.
Legislators will use it to understand what policy could be best. So for instance, if there's 3 proposals and you want to say which one is going to lower unemployment the most, you can actually put those proposals out.
Does Kraken have a good card with good card rewards, like a debit card?
You could get a payout. The market will basically give you very clear feedback about which policy they most believe should be implemented, and maybe that helps legislators decide what to do.
As you mentioned, you're striving to be this everything exchange, not just prediction markets, but trading essentially. Robinhood and others got there first. How much traction are you seeing in some of these newer products?
Yeah, well, we just announced stock trading on Coinbase, prediction markets.
Still don't have access to them, though.
We've seen really rapid growth of that since then. We also have a number. We actually now have millions of assets, believe it or not, crypto assets you can trade on Coinbase. So it's far ahead of the competition, one you mentioned and others. And we also allow people to trade CFTC-regulated perpetual-style futures on Coinbase, which is unique. So I would say we caught up on the things that we were behind on, and we're actually pretty far ahead on some of the other ones.
President
no,
Trump
I'm saying get crypto rewards for using the card.
There's speculation they might try to re-enter.
Like Coinbase card, you get 0.5% back in XLM or Bitcoin, whatever you want.
Well,
and I like that. I like getting XLM just directly.
That grew up internationally that are tried at various points to come into the U.S. So far, they haven't been successful. I mean, we have the strongest brand and the most trusted brand in crypto, certainly in the U.S. and a number of other countries where we're the leader. The way I think about this is that our strategy really, we call it like our asset accumulation strategy. So because we have the most trusted brand, people feel comfortable storing their assets with us. We now have about $500 billion of assets. And assets tend to be pretty sticky. People don't move them very often. And the more products you can connect into those assets, people are less likely to churn, right? So that's why we're offering trading products, and DeFi Borrow Lend, and Coinbase Card, and all these kinds of things. And so we can monetize better the more products we have plugged into those assets. We can invest that back in being the most trusted, and this asset accumulation flywheel just accelerates. So we're storing more crypto assets than any other company in the world I'm aware of by a pretty wide margin, and I think that's going to be defensible for a long time.
We talked earlier about winter, and there is this concern that there's a downturn for the crypto market coming. Are you doing anything to prepare for that? Historically, Coinbase has been an acquirer in some of these situations. Do you see the potential to make some big buys or like, you know, potential opportunity to consolidate?
Yeah, well, just to be clear, I'm not necessarily seeing a crypto downturn coming. I'm not sure where you're
I
going.
Because
think
you're a
there's
billionaire, bitch.
concern because prices have dropped that this could signal that maybe we're in for some more extended lower prices.
To me, that just sort of happens every month. It's either up or down. So I don't know. I don't think about it too much. But we did
you're a
acquire
fucking billionaire.
10 companies last year, and yeah, there's opportunities in any market. When the market is up, we are just trying to scale and onboard new users and double down on the hype. And
There's a lot of paper.
You know, when markets are down, we do get acquisitive. We could buy back our stock. There's all kinds of opportunities.
Oh yeah, they're safe, bro.
Now, it's interesting because in a room in Davos, Coinbase seems to be the iconoclast, but you're in the crypto
Ripple?
and the decentralized world. You're closer to banks, closer to politicians than maybe others. How do you manage the sort of various and competing streams and spirits of crypto?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a great point. I mean, yeah, I remember in one day, sometimes I go speak with members of the government and bank CEOs, and then I also go to like crypto meetups where there's a bunch of hackers, and they're like, "Why are you dressed like a banker?" And so we've tried to be a bridge between the crypto world and the traditional financial world, because most of the money still resides in the traditional financial system, and we need to be a bridge to get more and more of it into the crypto world, so everything can be more efficient and global and cheap. So, I try to speak. I feel like I'm a translator. I speak a little bit
I don't
bank,
like Charles.
I speak hacker, and I try to translate between two.
How have your
irks
own
me.
leadership skills evolved? I mean, obviously, it's been amazing. I've interviewed you in the very, very early days and seen you personally evolve. How have you evolved? How have, especially as the system has evolved or not evolved, and the market.
Did she hit a line before this?
Madly. Like, how have you sort of maintained do you have a spring wardrobe, a winter wardrobe?
I wear the uniform I just I wear the same thing to work every day, unless I'm at Davos or the East Coast, I wear a suit. But I mean, it's like anybody evolves, right? I think I started. I was a software engineer early in my career, kind of shy and introverted, to be honest.
You can tell.
And I had never managed anybody before starting Coinbase. And then, but you start off and you've got
he's got to shave that.
25 people. And there were periods where
see
we
that shadow coming in,
where I felt like I was in way over my head, and
all right. Ryan, as much as I want to sit here and listen to you fucking squawk like a bird about your hard upbringing as a upstanding citizen or some shit, whatever he's crying about, I get the bill signed. We're so over this. Get the bill signed. Brian. Not to be confused with Brienne. That's definitely his message going across Davos this year. Oh, we want a level playing field. I feel like they're just using him as yet again, you need that. You got to give the people hope. Oh, but he's out there fighting this. Like, I don't know. Maybe they do win. Who knows who wins in the end? This stupid game that we'll play him. Jim Cramer. Aw, shit. That's not good if he really said that, because a day ago he said Tuesday's going to be a bloody opening. He's saying bye today. Okay. If he did say that, that's not good at all. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Boy. All right, so tomorrow Brad and team, gold and silver all-time highs. We're still waiting on Tether's American stablecoin. We're still waiting around for that. I feel like that'll be a big catalyst of something that they're waiting for before they send this market. Donald Trump. XRP? Yeah, what's going on with this? Got something going on with World Liberty Financial, I guess.
Hey guys, Donald Trump Jr. here, one of the co-founders of World Liberty Financial. I want to be the first to share with you something our team has been working tirelessly on over the last several months. Let's pull back the curtain a bit. On February 18th, we'll be hosting the World Liberty Forum, the most exclusive event in technology and finance at, where else? Mar-a-Lago, the crown jewel of Palm Beach. This isn't just another conference where random speakers pontificate for 3 days, shake hands, and fly home. We're launching a premier, invite-only forum for major players influencing the future. We're bringing together a select group of the smartest people we know and respect from finance and technology. People who are building and leading the best companies, moving serious money, and driving American innovation forward. The World Liberty Forum is a place where participants and attendees will express themselves freely. No scripts or talking points. We'll have deep conversations about a better future and the path we need to get there. A lot of what's happening now in finance and tech sounds good on paper, but falls apart in practice. We understand firsthand how flawed the old financial system really is. The trillion-dollar question is what replaces it and who builds it. And that's why we're so excited. History's next chapter might be decided at the World Liberty Forum on February 18th. More details coming soon at worldlibertyforum.com.
What? Scott Bessent, New Bretton Woods. If I had to guess, I would guess Brad would be there. Maybe Brian Armstrong too. Wow, the premiere of the premiere, exclusive club. We ain't in it. We ain't in it. Full CGI oriented. You saying that's CGI? The official page? No. Oh, that's the official World Liberty Financial page. Mar-a-Lago, February, invite only. That price? What price? Talking about? What you talking about? That. What the fuck is this? Let's give people hope again, just like a Loca. What is this, dude? Why is fucking Twitter just a cesspool? Edo has 3 vids on Bretton Woods. Yeah. Shout out Edo. Trump is muddy in the crypto waters. XDC. Yeah, I hear good stuff about XDC. Guys, you can support the channel by joining the group, the Minutemen, our Patreon, link in the description below. Exclusive videos there weekly. And I'm going to eventually, yet again, we're going to be getting the Discord going over time. We're going to be getting the exclusive Patreon live streams going over time. We just got to build the community up. You know, we'll build it up, and then I'll start building that out more and more. But the Discord is also up there. I would like to eventually, yet again, utilize it. But once we can start kind of getting the flow going, and got that going. I think that's it for today. We got to stay tuned in for tomorrow, obviously. I don't know if it's live or pre-recorded, and then it'll come out at a different time. I hope it's live, obviously, so we can cover it. And that's it. Yeah, best way to support on Patreon, so then we can get more live streams going and that sort of shit. So I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. I clicked stop. Why didn't it stop?